Ever felt that flutter in your stomach when you're asked to pray out loud in a group? You're not alone. Many find the prospect of public prayer a bit daunting, especially if it feels like a performance rather than a heartfelt conversation. Now, let's dive into what really sets apart personal prayer from its public counterpart. Personal prayer is often intimate, a private dialogue between you and the divine. It's casual, sometimes messy, filled with personal reflections and raw emotions. In the comfort of solitude, words flow without the fear of judgment. Public prayer, on the other hand, happens in the collective presence of others. Here the dynamics change. It's common to feel a pressure to articulate well, to pray correctly, or to match the eloquence of others. The fear of stumbling over words or not sounding spiritual enough can be paralyzing. For some, this turns prayer into a nerve-wracking ordeal rather than an uplifting spiritual experience. Consider this. Many individuals in a congregation might share these apprehensions but hesitate to voice them. They too struggle with the internal debate of praying for the ears of others versus praying from the heart. In addressing these pressures, it's essential to remember that prayer is not a competition or a performance. It is, fundamentally, a communication meant for the divine, not for impressing fellow congregants with eloquence or spiritual vocabulary. The essence of prayer lies in its sincerity, not in its delivery. Furthermore, prayer isn't a sermon. It's not about length or showing off theological knowledge. Historical religious figures, including Jesus, criticized those who made lengthy prayers for show. Such insights guide us to focus on the authenticity of our prayers rather than their outward appearance. Prayer should not be about hypocrisy or showcasing one's oratory skills or feigned compassion. True prayer, as taught in many spiritual texts, is about worshiping and communicating with sincerity and spirit. If someone uses public prayer to exhibit their skills, remember they might be the ones in need of prayers for genuine spiritual growth. In wrapping up, the key takeaway here is the importance of sincerity over performance in prayer. Whether in a quiet room alone or surrounded by others in a church, what matters is the honesty and the intent behind your words. Drop the comparisons. Bring your true self, your spirit, and your honesty to your prayers. After all, it's not the fluency of your words that counts, but the purity of your intent that resonates with the divine.